Say hi.
Hi.
What do you want to tell them? You like filming YouTube videos and TikToks with mommy? Yeah.
I love the racing.
You love my bracelet? I love you. Okay, you go play with daddy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Glowing Budgets, where every day we are growing and glowing spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. So my son loves to be a part of my videos now, so I told him he could just sit down and be in the introduction with me. So today's video, I figured that we would just relax. I'm gonna sip on some tea. I'm gonna be answering some of the questions that were asked in the community post that I posted for Q&A questions. And I'm also gonna be counting my savings because, as you guys know, I had to pull a large amount for the vet emergency bill. So I'm gonna do an updated savings count because I did have to pull from a bunch of envelopes. I'm just gonna be reading the questions from my phone. I'll do an envelope or two and then I'll answer questions. So property tax, I believe I pulled $100 from property tax. So let's see how much we have now. 100, 250, 70, 80, 90, 300, 10, 20, 320. My son is playing outside with his dad, so if you can hear any yelling, that is him. So property tax, we're now starting with 320. So I do need to start funding as much as I can to that whenever I can. Emergency fund, we had to pull everything that we had in emergency fund, but that's what it's there for. So we are starting at 0. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask the first question from Isabella Walker. How do you deal when things don't go to plan and you have to pull from your other envelopes? So a great example of this would be, if you watch my last video, I had a $700 vet bill that was obviously unexpected that I had to pay. So honestly, I just try to stay positive about it and realize that, like, I'm saving this money for a reason, and it is and will need to be spent in times of emergency or unexpected expenses and things like that. So obviously the emergency fund is exactly what that's there for. I did have to pull from a couple other envelopes and it can feel discouraging, but I just have to then the following weeks really prioritize the envelopes that I took from and try to build them back up. And really just stay on budget, stick to my plans, stick to my goals, and just keep going with it. Daycare. We are starting 20, 30, 35, 40. $40 for daycare. Car, so this weekend I'm getting my car finally detailed. That's going to be 140, so 120, 40. I'm not even going to include that in the amount here because I'm going to be pulling from this, so $5 left over. So I'll be starting car with $5. Birthday, we do have some birthdays coming up, so I do have to start stuffing this some more. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65 for birthday. So the next question is from Julia Phillips. You're always showing love. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Do you think you'll ever do a face reveal? I know privacy is probably a big issue, especially when your channel deals with cash. So I would love to do a face reveal. I don't have like anything against it, and I'm sure that I will one day. I would just have to figure out a way to incorporate that into my channel, and I'll see how my channel grows from here. And I'll see if it makes sense to incorporate it one day. I am showing some like personal finances and stuff, so there is that security factor, but I do plan to do a face reveal one day. Family right now has nothing. Oh, and shout out to Carrie, who she's always supporting my channel. She's purchased some things from my Etsy shop, and she actually gave me the idea because I was trying to think of an envelope name for like when me and my son just go out in the summer just to get like ice cream or whatever it may be. So I'm gonna call it Sunny Days like she suggested. So probably in my next video I'll go ahead and make that during the video and add it to my cash envelopes. So I guess I will put family starting at 0. Clothes, you guys, I made a couple big purchases finally with clothes. So we only have $10 left. I do want to get a few more things for the summer. And I know my husband definitely wants to buy some things as well. We'll start stuffing this again. It's obviously not like a #1 priority, but when we can, we will. Wendy Tushingham, so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but Wendy, you're also always showing me so much support and love. You were the first person to purchase one of my cash binders, so thank you so much for all your support. She asked, how do you stay positive when you experience a series of financial setbacks? So that's a great question. I'm not gonna lie, this pandemic was very hard for us, especially in the beginning, because my husband actually ended up having to not lose his job, but he was out of work for the initial like first wave of the pandemic. So it was very difficult, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'll keep it 100 with you guys. I did have 1 or 2 like mini breakdowns where I just cried and was just like, nothing is going right now, and like finances are so hard and stressful, and it definitely, there are times where there are going to be setbacks and lots of financial stress. I guess my advice to stay positive, I'm not going to act like I'm always 100% positive, but I do try to keep in mind that I'm being the smartest and doing the best with my money that I can right now. I'm tracking it, I'm saving, I'm doing everything right. So when I do have those little financial setbacks, I just need to realize that in the future, the more we continue to build, the more like my business grows, the more established we become, we will be able to get ahead financially and then like flourish from there. That's the goal, growing and glowing. And also just keeping the mindset that unfortunately a lot of people, especially in the pandemic, have had a lot of financial setbacks, and that we're all kind of in this together in a sense. Doesn't necessarily make it easier on a personal level, but it does help to know that there are literally millionaires out there who at one point in their life were broke. Actually, I would say majority of millionaires at one point in their life were broke at some point or had extreme financial setbacks. So I would definitely say just keeping a positive mindset and knowing that right now, all you can do is control the moment right now. All you can do is do the best that you can right now with what you have. Keep your eye on the goal, keep your eye on the prize, keep pushing, and you will reach your goals. You just have to stick to it, stick to your budget, stick to your goals, stay disciplined, and it will happen. So I guess that's how I kind of stay positive and motivated, is just knowing that setbacks are inevitable. They are going to happen. They can be very stressful, but it's not going to last forever, and you can always redeem yourself financially. You just have to grind and work until you get to where you want to be. Melissa E said, what are your long-term financial goals? So my long-term financial goals are really just to be comfortable and to not have to stress about finances. I am not like a materialistic person. I don't care about material things. I just want to get to a point where I can provide 100% for my family and myself and live comfortably without having to worry about finances in that type of way, if that makes sense. I want to reach a level of success, which it's not I want to, it's I know I will reach a level of success, manifestation, speaking that into existence, where I'm just comfortable and don't have to stress about bills or anything ever again. So I guess that would be my financial goal. Holiday right now doesn't have anything, but I do need to start stuffing that for Father's Day and then for Christmas. Home, I did pull from that because I made a couple purchases for some home necessities. So again, we're starting from zero with that. So there's a lot of zeros here, and that can be discouraging, but I'm sticking to budget, and I know these are going to get built back up soon. Fall, so this is for my son's back to school, 20, 40, 60, 70. So I'm just going to slowly stuff this because it's not till September. 70 is a good amount right now. So I'm just going to slowly stuff that. Wants, right now we have 0. Love XO, what got you into ASMR? So I think I started finding ASMR videos a couple years ago. I've always had anxiety my whole life, and so I found that certain ASMR videos and just relaxing videos really helped calm me down, especially during stressful times. If I was like in bed at night, just overthinking everything, I could just put on a video and just relax. And even when I'm not even necessarily feeling anxious, just like if I'm cooking dinner or something, I really do enjoy watching and listening to just relaxing type videos or motivating type videos, organization, whatever it is, whatever I'm in the mood for. And I love, love, love when I get comments about people saying that my videos help calm them down, help them feel relaxed. And it just, I've had lots of comments of people saying they like fall asleep to my videos. And honestly, that makes me so happy because I know what that feeling is like, where you're just overthinking everything and you can't fall asleep and you just need something to help soothe you and calm you down. So it makes me happy that I can do that for others. Vacation. 50, 60, 70, 75. I did pull from that as well for the vet bill. So we do need to stuff this up a little bit. Self-love, I did end up pulling from this to add to like the clothes and jewelry that I bought, because like I've explained, I haven't gotten new stuff like that for myself in like 3 or 4 years. So that was my little bit of extra self-love and care. So I am gonna start stuffing this back up to maybe get like a massage or something when those places start opening back up. And then in my debt envelope, I have 10, 20, 25, 30. So that is everything for the envelopes. Before I go ahead and calculate it up, I'm going to read, I believe, the last one. Idana, how would you teach your son the value of money and budgeting? So this is something that I'm already starting to do by using his piggy bank, by kind of just showing him that by saving your coins or your money and adding to it, it's going to add up to a bigger amount, and then you can take that bigger amount and spend it on something that you like. I personally didn't really receive much financial advice growing up, and I do wish that I would have received that. However, I also believe that in life, whatever it is, you don't know something until you know something. You have to learn through it, grow through it, go through it in order to actually grasp and truly understand something. So of course there are going to be things he's going to have to go through in life to kind of learn from, like whether it's a financial lesson, whatever it is. But I am going to teach him all about saving and finances at different age appropriate levels. Once he gets older to the point where he gets like his first job, I'm really gonna not just tell him, but sit down with him and show him the actual numbers and set up a separate bank account for him, so that every single paycheck, I'm going to teach him, for instance, to put aside a certain percentage away into savings. things like that. Whatever developmental stage he's in, I'm gonna just kind of find ways to incorporate financial lessons into that and really sit down and talk with him about it. So right now he's almost 3 years old, so it's just simple little things. He really is starting to understand money. We play with like fake money. We do little like grocery store role-playing scenario type things. He's gone to the bank with me. He is understanding things like that. So just right now kind of getting him to grasp the concept of money and how you need money to buy things like that right now are like best for his developmental age. So now we'll go ahead and calculate the total. 320 for property tax, 40 plus 65 plus 10 plus 70 plus 75 plus 30. So 615. So that's definitely a big difference because we did have to pull, but I'm gonna remain positive and hopeful, and I'm gonna track this 4 weeks from now and I'll see my progress. I'm just gonna star the ones that are a priority. So property tax, emergency fund, daycare, beauty and holiday. I mean, they all have their own priority in a sense, but debt, okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this little updated video with my savings counting and Q&A. Let me know what other kinds of videos you guys want to see, and I'll be uploading my cash stuffing video as always on Saturday. If you're new here and you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm so grateful for all of you who support and continue to support my channel, my TikTok, my Etsy shop, all of that. I'm so grateful, so blessed for all of you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.